everyone, and welcome back for another DIY video. I am super excited today. We are bringing you the I'll Tumble For You hop. In this hop challenge, there are several of us ladies that have gotten together and we are to create one or more DIYs using tumbling tower blocks. I ask after you watch my video that you go down to my description box and you will find the link to the next person in the hop. I want to thank Melissa from Melissa Makes It DIY for hosting this wonderful hop. She is an awesome creator, content creator, as well as a super awesome friend. So I also ask if you like my content that you hit the like, give me that thumbs up, share, hit that post notification bell, and subscribe. And if this is your first time here, I do want to welcome you. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to thank you for all of your continued support on my YouTube journey. With that being said, we're going to get right on into this hop. Hello everyone. Okay, this is DIY number one. I went ahead and glued some of them together for you because I didn't want you to have to sit here for 2 hours and watch me glue these together. But what I am doing is I am going in with 4 of these Jenga blocks, and I've added 3 rolls here, and I'm just going in and gluing them together. And it was really hard to, I went through and tried to find the ones that were the same size. That was, very hard to do. They were so different, each one of them. But I did my best to piece it all together. And you'll see some of them I had to take the hot glue off of them and had to redo them. But it all worked out in the end. It was worth the effort. Here I am going in and getting another one because I realized I didn't have enough. I'm just going to go in there and add that one to it. And then I'm going to set it up on there, and I just keep going over and over to try to make sure it's as straight as I can possibly get it. And I just pushed them all together. Like, there was no way that I could have clamped them. But, I will be staining them, so that will help a little bit, to disguise some of the imperfections. And I'm just measuring what I'm going to be putting on it to make sure that I have enough room. And then I'm going to be going and just adding glue and placing the blocks all together. When we were asked, when my friend created this hop, I was like, okay, that's out of my element, but I will do it. Okay, so now I'm going in with some antique wax by Waverly. And I'm just giving it a good, generous coat. I will go all over the top and the sides as well. And like I said in every single video, this is my favorite product. I adore it. I love it. The funnest part is wiping it off and getting to see the product. Like right now, it looks like a slab of wood, which it is. But at the end, it turns out so beautiful. Okay, now here's the fun part. I'm just going in with a paper towel and I'm wiping off the excess wax. And you can just see how beautiful it is. These specific blocks are not the tumbling tower blocks. I had trouble finding them at the Dollar Tree. So these actually came from a different place, and they're wooden. They're not finished, but they worked. Okay, and here I'm going along the bottom. I'm just trying to make a little ledge for this piece to stand up on. And I add 3. It took me a little bit to get them all situated where they needed to go. I actually start with the middle one. And then just adding hot glue, I go around to the ends. And that one popped off, so we will add more hot glue. I mean, this project was really fun. You know, it was. I mean, there's so many things you could do with these Jenga blocks. I know that when I first told my husband that I was going to be in this hop and we could not find the tumbling tower blocks, he actually picked me up 5 boxes of these specific blocks. And I was like, okay, I don't need that many, so the grandkids are going to be getting some, so when they come over, they will have something to play with. But eventually you'll see further on in my video that I found 2 packages of the tumbling tower blocks in my stash, because I had remembered getting them, but I just couldn't find them. But I was on a mission and I found them. And right here, I'm sorry that my camera is sideways. I have no idea what's going on with it. And I'm going in with the Waverly Antique Wax with a chippy brush, and I'm just going through and I'm stressing just around the edges of this cross. You know, being how it's really close to Easter, or Easter's coming up, I wanted to do something Easter themed. And Easter would be, you know, next to Christmas, my favorite holiday. I love the meaning of Easter most of all, but then I love the colors, and I love the Easter lilies and the dogwood, all of it. Now I'm just going to be going in and I'm going to be placing this cross using some hot glue to attach it. I'm going to be placing this cross down on this little stand that I made. And it fit just perfectly. I was so pleased with it. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting there while it's I want to make sure that it is secure. So I'm just sitting there. Thank you for being patient with me. And then I'm going to be going in. I'm just staring at it and all just for a few seconds, because I love crosses, any kind. I just think they're beautiful. And I'm going to be going in with some sprigs of lavender. And I'm just going to be gluing a few pieces just to each side of the cross. And here in a few seconds, the camera will turn around and I will repeat this process over again, but you'll actually be able to see it better. I was hoping to find a bloom, like a dogwood bloom, but I couldn't find them anywhere. That would have been perfect to put at the bottom of the cross. Okay, so here I am. We're going to do this again so you can actually see it. And like I said, I love what the cross represents. And I'm a Christian. I'm not ashamed to say that. And, you know, like I said, Easter is one of my favorite holidays. And I'm just placing them in there around the bottom of the cross. And that project is finished. You know, I thought about, you know, writing something on it or adding something else, and I thought I just want it simple, just like this. And I hope you all like it too. And we're going on to DIY number 2. And these are the actual tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going in and I am doing sets of 4. And I believe I have to have 6 sets of 4 for this project. I actually end up making 3 of them because I have 3 granddaughters. And I want to give them as little gifts to them when I get them finished. So I'm just going in, adding the hot glue and putting them together. And I wanted, you know, I was going to paint them, and I thought, no, I like the 2 different colors here. I think they look really good together. Sort of like a boho look, you know. I think my granddaughters will like them. I mean, they're always coming up and, you know, the older ones are making me little things and giving them to me. You know, like they'll color me a paper or something. And that means so much to me. So this is kind of me giving back to them. And it's something that they can hold on to and cherish. What I'm doing here is I'm going to go in and I'm trying to find one that'll make a side. And, you know, like a little, I guess a little wall. I'm not making a house or nothing, but just trying to get it pieced together. Like I said, they were hard to fit. They don't fit properly. But I worked out the kinks. And it's kind of unique that I made, you'll see in the end of the video, I actually off camera, I made 2 more, but they're made in 3 different sizes for my granddaughters. One of my granddaughters is 15. 1 is 7 and 1 is only 1 year old. So I made a small, medium, and large size. And that's just the way that it worked out. I had just enough Jenga blocks to finish them. And then I'm going to have 1 more for the lid. And yeah, this is a little trinket box. And I had to add 1 more piece to the top because it fell down in there. I had to keep going back and re-gluing a few of the blocks. They just did not want to stay like that. I have no idea what happened there, but okay. Here's the lid. And I'm going in. I had these wooden beads, and I'm just going to lay it down on the top. I actually had to keep going back in and adding more glue. For some reason, these beads just did not want to stick. Everything else worked fine, but they just didn't. Okay. And there's the finished projects. I think they're so cute. The little one, I did the blocks in a different direction than the other two. I think they turned out just adorable.